What's up, guys? 21 Pilots, Doubt, the demo.
Temperatures dropping. I'm not sure if I can see this ever stopping. Shaking hands with the dark parts of my thoughts. No, you are all that I've got. No, don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. Even when I doubt you, I'm no good without you.
Alright, what's going on, guys? 3 minutes seems to be the average song of what I've been doing here lately, but yeah, 3 minutes is a pretty good length. Let's get right into this. Start off with some tape fuzz. Some people call it rain, some people call it just white noise. It kills the second that the sequencer comes in. The sequencer, not only are you hearing the actual notes of it, there's also, it's not a reverb, it's just a pad attached to it, so you're hearing the tails of each note as well. It adds more of an atmospheric sound. Keys come in. And what do they do here? So I'm going to keep the same sequencer going, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll off all the highs. What I'm doing this for, not as am I moving the song forward, but I'm also going to leave room for the highs of the hi-hat. So it sounds super crisp right here. There's a lot of highs in that sequencer. Now I get my hi-hat, which is my high. And now the highs are rolled off of those notes in that sequencer. And there's also a cymbal build-up, a kick, snare.
Temperatures dropping. Temperatures dropping. I'm not sure if I can see this ever.
What do they do to keep? So it's only a 2-piece band. So what do they need to do? They also need to give you some root notes in this song. I'm going to attach a digital bass with the kick, and that bass notes are going to give me the root notes, so I know where my vocal line should follow note-wise.
Temperatures dropping. I'm not sure if I can see this ever stopping. Shaking hands with the dark parts of my thoughts. No,
you guys hear the synth in the left ear? Comes in on the second half of this verse.
See this ever stopping. Shaking hands with the dark parts of my thoughts. No, you are all that I've got. No, don't forget.
Obviously, this is a completely different effect on the vocals on this last line than it is throughout the entire verse, actually.
No, you are all that I've got. No, don't forget.
So, one thing I'm going to show you guys, well, I'll let you listen. The vocal line in this verse, it's in both ears, very prominent in both ears. It is also in front of me, right? It's in both. It surrounds me. His vocal line is surrounding me.
Shaking hands with the dark parts of my
right here,
thoughts.
right? And when it goes to this last line, listen to how it changes.
No, you are all that I've got. No,
Right,
don't forget.
See how it's directed more right to the center, like right in your face. It's a neat little mixing technique, and the sounds of the music also are going to drop down way in the mix.
Shaking hands with the dark parts
Real
of my
here,
thoughts.
I got that sequencer right here.
You are all that I've got. No, don't forget.
So that vocal line right there takes dominance over everything else in the mix, just leading up to that chorus.
Dark parts of my thoughts.
It's all right here, sequence from the left ear.
You are all that I've got. No, don't forget.
Cymbal build up.
Don't forget.
The sequencer still, it's in both ears now. The keys are back. So the highs are in that sequencer now as well, but they're not as prominent because I still have my hi-hat taking up a really super high end of my hearing. Good without you. No. Now I roll off the highs.
Gnawing on the bishops, claw away up this system, repeating simple phrases. Someone wholly insisted, want the markings made of my skin to mean something to me again. Hope you haven't left without me. No, don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. Even when I doubt you, I'm no good without you. No. Scared of my own image, scared of my own immaturity, scared of my own ceiling, scared I'll die of uncertainty. Fear might be the death of me. Fear leads to anxiety. Don't know what's inside of me. Don't forget about me.
Oh.
Don't forget about me. Even when I doubt you, I'm no good without you. No. Scared of my own image. Scared of my own immaturity. Scared.
Going double time on me. All right, let's go back. So we're coming out of that first chorus, coming into the second verse. But I don't want to go right into the verse, right? If I go right into the second verse, it's just, first off, it's only 3 minutes, so it's going to shorten the length of the song by another 10 to 15 seconds. Give my ears and give my brain a second to go, oh man, what I just heard was the chorus. It was catchy. Okay, I need to bank that and keep that in my memory because it's going to come back. And then what I need to do is I need to just give a break, give it something, but keep the tempo going so I don't, my metronome in my head doesn't lose, don't lose the beats, right? Hi-hat, snare, and my keys. So I'm keeping that same set of keys. It's probably through the entire song. So I keep my beat with the hi-hat and the snare, and then I continue with those same set of notes so I don't forget where I'm at.
Gnawing on the bishops, claw away up this
now my vocal line is out here again, right? It's in front of me, but it's right here.
Want the markings made of my skin to mean something to me again.
That sequencer's still there. And also, second half of the verse, I'm going to come in with that other synth as well.
Want the markings made of my skin to mean something to me
it's buried, but it's in your left ear.
Don't forget.
Now this time, instead of when they change that to the last line of the verse and going into the chorus, instead of it just being one prominent vocal line and just a dying down of everything else, they change it up a little bit, which is what you're supposed to do.
Without me, no, don't forget.
So you hear, so that synth,
don't forget.
It dies down, and then in my right ear,
no, don't forget.
You hear a buildup of a synth pad in my right ear, a die down of the sequencer pad in my left ear. It kind of does
to mean
this.
Something to me again. Hope you haven't left without me. No, don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. Even when I doubt you.
My keys are back.
I'm no good without you. No.
Oh, delayed.
Scared of my own image. Scared of my own immaturity. Scared of my.
Do you hear how all the highs roll off of that?
Scared of my own image. Scared of my own immaturity. Scared of my own ceiling.
Now I'm a lot more pad based and just holding chords out.
Scared of my own image. Scared of my own immaturity. Scared of my own ceiling. Scared I'll die of uncertainty. Fear might be the death of me.
They roll back the hi-hat, so they roll back a lot of things and let the atmosphere, 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 let be more prominent right here.
Without you,
Hi-hat super crisp and loud. The kick is there.
no.
The snare sound.
Scared of my own image.
The hi-hats.
Scared of my own
All the highs of the hi-hat are gone.
immaturity. Scared of my own ceiling. Scared of
The kick is gone, so now to replace the kick, they just take it out, and then the bass doesn't take its place, but now you just hear the bass.
Scared of my own immaturity, scared of my own ceiling. Scared I'll die of uncertainty, fear might be the death of me.
Now the kick comes back halfway through. It's just how you build up halfway through.
Scared I'll die of uncertainty, fear might be the death of me. Fear leads to anxiety.
Also, when the kick comes in, I reintroduce that
Ceiling.
synth.
Scared I'll die of uncertainty, fear might be the death of me. Fear leads to anxiety. Don't know
It's
what's
awesome.
inside of me. Don't forget.
Boom. Now I'm going double time.
Don't forget.
This caught me off guard as well. I was totally not expecting to go double time.
Know what's inside of me. Don't forget about me. Don't forget about me.
Now, what they do here with this double time is I need to change the sound again, but I still need to keep all of that. I still need to stay in that same chord structure. I'm going to introduce a completely new synth.
Forget about me. Don't forget about me. Even when
It's more like a stabbing synth, right? Don't.
about me. Don't forget about me. Even when I doubt
No
you.
hi-hat. Now here comes my sequencer again.
No good without you. No.
Also my keys, my piano comes back as well. Man, they really introduced a lot in this double time. It sounds so basic and bare, but there's multiple tracks going on here.
Me. Don't forget about
Right there it's not. Here it comes in the keys and it's in.
I doubt you. I'm no good without you. No.
Pretty cool.
Scared of my own image. Scared of my own immaturity.
Hi-hat's
Scared
back,
of my own
nice and
ceiling.
crisp.
Scared I'll die of
Now
uncertainty. Fear
listen,
my
now listen to those keys in the background. They add so much. They add pads to them, so it fills up the whole. I keep saying atmosphere, but it fills it up.
Scared of my own image.
Here in the background,
Scared of my own immaturity, scared of my own ceiling. Scared I'll die of uncertainty, fear might be the death of me. Fear leads to anxiety, don't know what's inside of me. Don't forget about me. Don't
Back to halftime.
forget about me. Even
dude, the mix is—they're doing a lot in this mix. I'm going to I take the stabs away that I reintroduced for the first time, or that I introduced for the first time.
to anxiety, don't know what's inside of me. Don't forget about me. Don't forget
I can't even keep up the beat.
about me. Even when I doubt you, no good without you.
Nice.
No.
There's so much going on. You can hear all the pads there. 21 Pilots, dude. If that was your demo version of that song, bravo, man. Bravo.